Hello and welcome back to Food's Pathway to Life. We are making egusi soup today, but without all the oil, because egusi on its own contains about 50% of fat already. So adding oil to that means that we are actually making very high calorie soup always, every single time that we add oil. So we are making the soup without oil today. It will help you to be able to still eat egusi soup even if you're on a low calorie diet or you're on a weight loss journey, okay, and you still love to enjoy swallow sometimes. That way you can cut the calorie greatly just by not adding oil to your egusi soup. I will be talking a little bit more on the nutrient content of egusi soup today, so that even if you've not been eating egusi before, probably you will start to eat egusi because it's so good for you. All right, so in my pot here, you can see I've just combined different meats in there. I just have assorted meat. There's some tripe, there's some chicken, there's some dry shrimps, just different, whatever you have in the house. Actually, I just opened up my freezer, and whatever meat I got there, I just added up them up in my pot, and that's exactly what I am already heating up in the pot. So I am going to just add in some water now, just so that we can create the soup base. Okay, we're creating the soup base now, so I'm adding water. I did not actually measure. I normally just don't do measurements that much when I cook. I just eyeball them, but I probably would just put in an idea there. Okay, so this is already boiling. That is the soup base, and I'm about to blend up my onions, my shrimp and crayfish, and sweet peppers and hot pepper, habanero peppers as well. All right, now it is blended. Let's go. Good. Now something interesting is about to take place here. Okay, so we are going to be pouring this blended peppers into this pan. That's what I'm going to be doing. Remember, we are not using any oil today, so I'm going to be pouring this pepper, and it's done already. This pepper is boiling, as you can see, so let's start it. Now that this soup is boiling, I am going to be adding in my grinded egusi. This egusi weighed about 650 grams on the scale, okay? So I'm just adding it in there. This is going to be my frying process. The reason why people love to fry egusi is because of that scrambled egg texture that you can easily get when you fry egusi. But today I want to prove it to you that you can still get that texture even without frying with oil. Remember what I said at the beginning, that egusi contains about 50% of oil already. It's an oil seed. Okay, so adding oil. Now let us fry this up, guys. Let's fry it up, or rather, let's wet fry it up. We're doing some wet frying now. Okay, just watch and see how this egusi turns out now. Right, so while we are frying up this egusi, I'd like to quickly tell you a little bit about the nutrition content of egusi. So per 100 grams of egusi, you can get 50, I said to you, about 50% of fat already, which boasts about 52 grams of fat. Out of that 52 grams of fat, 78% of it is unsaturated, and it contains omega-3 fatty acids. Did you know that? Normally when we talk about omega-3, we don't think of egusi, but egusi contains omega-3 and 6 fatty acids, okay? And then about 16% calcium. You have about 75% of zinc, about 157% of phosphorus, about 18% of potassium. Wow. Magnesium, it contains about 359 milligrams of magnesium. And then you have manganese. There's copper. This soup is a very healthy one. Guys, we have vitamin A, B1, B2, and there is even 9 essential amino acids. The most important part of egusi is that it boasts about 50% of protein. Have you ever thought of egusi as a protein food? 50% of protein. When you even take oil out of egusi, like say you press off the oil, then the protein content of the powder will increase up to 60%. I will be delving more into details when I'm analyzing this in my nutrition channel that will soon come up. Guys, this is a high protein food. This protein in egusi gives us about 9 essential amino acids. I tell you, amino acids are those protein types that we do not make by the body. The body doesn't make it by itself. We must take it from food. So just by eating the egusi, you can actually gain those 9 amino acids from this egusi, such as histidine, isoleucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, and valine. Don't worry if you didn't understand all those my languages. They were just the names of those 9 amino acids that you find in egusi. So for the fact that egusi is so high in protein, don't you think it's something you should be eating? It's a great plant protein source. You can even just make egusi soup with some fish and meat and just enjoy it for dinner, even if you don't want to serve with any swallow at all. Or better still, you don't need to serve with lots of swallow. Just a little feast of swallow is okay. By swallow, I actually mean either pounded yam, amala, eba, or any other swallow that you like. But just a little bit is all you need. The protein from the egusi is more than enough. And we all know the importance of protein, right? It's helpful for your muscles. You can build your muscles and repair your body. Not just that, so many processes in our body uses protein. So many things that in our bodies are proteins, like hormones and all the other things that many things we need protein. We need protein so well. We need protein. And if you have any old person in the house, please make them egusi. But remember, make it the way we are making it today. The food is perfect to life way. Okay, look at this egusi now. Can you see? It's already having the texture of scrambled eggs. See, you can even fry it as dry as you want. It will still give you the texture. Voila! Now it's time to combine these two things together, guys. This is our soup base that we made earlier on. It's already tasting really nice. This soup is already tasting good, but I'm just going to bring it to the boil again and then combine this egusi with it. And then we cook this egusi and then we see, oh, just before that, guys, there's something I do want to add in my egusi, and that is this, some dried bitter leaves. I normally get this from Nigeria whenever my sister is coming around or someone else. So I'm just going to wash that up and I will sprinkle that in this soup. And because I want the egusi I want the bitter leaf to release some of its little bitterness into the stock before I combine it with the egusi. All right, guys, just give me a little time and I'm coming back. So, will you be eating egusi from now on, guys? If you have not been eating egusi, it's high protein and it contains omega-3 fatty acids. For those 2 reasons alone, egusi is a yes for me, even if I don't eat it with swallow because I'm controlling my carbohydrate intake. I will still use it for something else. All right, now let us add in our bitter leaf. I'm just going to add this on and then allow it to boil for a while. And then I'll add in my egusi. So they all group together, they dance together, they dance together, dance together. Right, people, this is where the miracles begin to happen. Do you like cooking like me? I love to cook, especially when it's healthy, especially when it's going to be delicious, especially when I'm making a difference in the cooking, okay? Guess what? You can still eat what you enjoy, even when you are watching your weight. You just need to learn how to manipulate the contents of your meal, okay? Reduce your calories by eating lower calorie food. Can I tell you just 100 grams of egusi can give you about 500 and something, about 593 calories? Imagine when you now add oil to that. How many calories will the pot of soup give you? So, and you're going to combine it with a starchy meal because normally egusi is eaten with starch. So, reducing the oil in the soup helps you to also reduce your calorie intake. That is a theory that we are trying to work with here today. Okay, so when you remove oil from your egusi soup, you have cut the calorie by far because oil is so high in calorie. Just think, how much oil would you have used in this pot of egusi, guys? Let's think. Would you have used just a tablespoon of oil? No. When you're making this quantity of egusi soup, you probably will use up to 1 cup of oil or even more. And how many calories do you think that's going to add into your food? So by removing that, you can now enjoy your egusi soup very well and then benefit from the protein, benefit from the type of fat that's in this oil. And then you still save yourself a lot of calories while you're still enjoying what you love. This is why I don't believe in people staying away from particular foods. I just believe that there's a way that you can eat them and you still be fine. Can we combine this now, guys? Let's do the combination. So I'm spooning in my wet fried egusi or my water fried egusi. I'm adding it now in this. Hi guys, you know this egusi name, actually it's not the only name that this is called. In English, it's also called melon seeds. In some other languages, it's referred to agushi. My own language, we call it ikpogiri. Ikpogiri, that's what we call it. So it's not only found in Nigeria. It's actually found in some other countries like Burkina Faso, Togo, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Mali, Cameroon, and even Namibia. It's not just only found in Nigeria. So all these other different countries have their different names for it. I'm using the word egusi because that is the name that is so commonly known. I think it got that name from the Yoruba part of Nigeria. So yes, guys. So I mean melon seed, and in your own language, please call it what you know it to be. I should actually put in a photograph of the seeds so that it can easily be understood what soup we are cooking here. All right, so I've now finished combining my egusi with the soup, and we are leaving it to boil for a while. Now they are mixing together very, very, very nicely. You can use anything you like. You can actually use fish, you can use meat, you can use anything you like to prepare this. Let's give it some time to boil, and that is what we are about to have, guys. Look at that. Look at it. Does that not look like the egusi that you know? We didn't need any additional oil to bring it to this level. We don't need any oil here. The oil content of this soup is already okay. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Look at that texture. It's so nice. Look at that texture. Just look at that texture. It's so nice. And you can tell that it's tasting very good. Egusi is not only used for soup making. Just keep coming back to my channel. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing some other recipes here that I'm using egusi to make. You are going to be blown away. Trust me. When it comes to cooking, when it comes to the kitchen, I can be adventurous. I'm going to show you some other recipes where egusi is going to play the key role. All right, so now what I am going to do here, I'm going to be adding a little bit of paprika because I feel like it can benefit from additional paprika just to make it a little bit more vibrant. So I will add paprika just now. Paprika is actually made from dried red peppers or red caps or tatashi, as you may call it. If you don't want to add oil to soup sometimes, you can just add paprika. This is my paprika. Yes, my paprika. I'm adding it now. I'm adding 2 tablespoons. It's even a great benefit because paprika is very also high in antioxidants. Okay, so it's not even just to make it red or sweet. It will also add to the antioxidant content of this soup. Be adventurous in the kitchen. Think of nutrition when you are cooking. Don't just eat because that is just food. Eat for a purpose. Be a mindful cook, guys. Be a mindful cook so that every bite that you put in your mouth is a message to the body. It's a good news to the body. Look at that soup. Have you subscribed? Have you liked? Have you clicked the like button? Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell. There's usually a very little bell by the side of the subscribe button. I'm tasting it now. Nice. Tasty. Good. I am not going to be adding any additional thing there. I've already added some salt while I was frying the egusi, and I've added a bit of cubes. So I am not adding anything else. I am just frying. You know, the bitter leaf here gives it a deep taste. That bitter leaf gives it a deep taste that will not even let you add too much salt to your food. Guys, this is good. What was I saying? Make sure that every bite that you put in your mouth is delivering a good news to the body. I am actually done cooking this egusi now. It is cooked, fully cooked, and can be served anytime. Now, see, the more you cook it, the drier it gets. So it depends on the texture you really want. If you like watery egusi, you might want to leave it watery. Here in my house, they prefer dry egusi. Wow. Look at that. Click the subscribe button. Many more videos are coming on my channel. I am not just going to be showing you just any cooking for the sake of cooking. I will make sure to educate you, and I will tell you things you need to know about the food that you eat. My nutrition channel will soon be open. That is a place where I will really be able to speak about specific foods and what research and science has said about those foods. And the link that those foods have with your health is in that channel that I will be speaking about those things. You're going to see me fully there in my professional way, in my professional uniform, and in all of that. Thank you so much. Let's serve this soup now. Let's serve this soup. I just want to serve this soup now for you to see how beautiful it is. Yeah. Are you salivating? Then go and make this soup the way I made it. Go and make it. Don't add any oil. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's really worth it adding oil to this soup? Why can't you just save your body the extra calories, my people, and save the money for the oil and save the oil for another thing? Wow. Tell me when to stop. I will just keep adding and adding. Okay. Now you see, you really don't have space for large swallow in this plate. You just put a very tiny swallow by the side of it, and that's all you need. And your body will thank you for it. Have you subscribed? Subscribe to my channel, guys. Subscribe to my channel. See? Beautiful soup. Delicious. It was not only beautiful, it tasted so delicious that this soup did not even, I'm telling you, everyone was just eating. Even my children that don't like to eat swallow at all, they loved it. Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel and leave a comment for me. Don't just watch and go. Thanks for always coming back.